ICLA is a global network of local governments representing more than 2,500 cities and regions, and we mostly work on the sustainable urban development. We have been working with Goa since last 4 years over the various issues related to electrification of mobility, especially the public transport and the freight sector. And I'm very happy to see the progress of the state and the bold announcement made by Honorable Chief Minister last month, which targets entire all the government fleet procure from the 2024 will be electric, and also it's working toward the electrification of the tourist related vehicle and 30% retrofit targets for the multiple permit holder taxis. So, however, the initial steps are welcome by the government, but there is a requirement of strong collaboration between the private sector, industry, researchers, and government to address the various policy as well as financial related bottlenecks so that we can contribute to the 30% electric vehicle sales target by 2030 and work for the common aim of green Goa.
So today panel discussion happened on EV policy.
Yeah.
So what was the outcome?
So it was very interesting and comprehensive discussion over the various aspects related to which are the segments which can be prioritized for the electric vehicles, where we realized that the impact of the electrification of public transport and the shared mobility and the caps will be much higher when it comes to the air pollution reduction compared to the private vehicle. The reason is that the taxi run for almost more than 100 kilometers on daily basis, wherein the buses run for 180 to 200 kilometer, and whereas the private vehicle are used only for 15 to 20 kilometers on an average. So when it comes to air pollution reduction, the shared mobility followed by the public transport and government fleet can be prioritized, and also there was discussion how the coverage of charging infrastructure can be enhanced to reduce the range anxiety, and also how entire the charging infrastructure operation can be managed to reduce the simultaneously peak demand between the for the electricity uses from the residential uh, customers as well as the electricity uses for the charging of vehicle.
Sir, who are your collaboration partners so far? Collaboration partners so far in your.
So we have been working with the government, but we also working with the private sector, the Chamber of Commerce like CII. We are also in touch with Government of India to promote the joint dialogues and to come up with a solution to address various bottlenecks. Maybe it's infrastructure related or the access to the finance or awareness amongst the user, or there are a lot of fear about the technology or fire hazard for the vehicle, so how those can be addressed. So it's a multi-stakeholder related collaboration which we
Sir,
are targeting.
sir, you're representing South Asia ICLEI.
Yeah.
So do tell us about it.
Sorry.
Do tell us about it.
So ICLE South Asia is a Indian registered not-for-profit organization, and we work with the city government to help them with various technical intervention, mostly technical assistance. Also, we demonstrate them the innovative solutions and how those can be taken forward.
So your name and designation.
I'm Vijay Saini from ICLE South Asia, and I'm manager. Sorry, I'm Vijay Saini, manager at ICLE South Asia, and I mostly look towards the electric mobility related
Thank you so much,
interventions.
sir. Today your discussion happened on a EV policy. So do tell us about it.
So yeah, thank you so much for being part of this initiative. With EV OK Please, we are trying to bring in stories of electric mobility happening in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. In a state like Goa, the electric mobility adoption, the challenges and the opportunities it presents, we are trying to look into that with government and private stakeholders present here today.
What are the major challenges present in the Goa right now?
Right now, the major challenges looks like charging infrastructure, of course, because that's one key challenge as our esteemed panelists were talking about. Because adoption of electric vehicles would also depend on the ease of charging infrastructure that is there, and also the incentives for original equipment manufacturers. The battery costs are really high, so those kind of incentives needs to translate both for manufacturers and consumers.
From this panel discussion, we will be conveying to the government, Goa government. Any major decisions from your side?
So we will share our report and the discussions that is happening. We are asking the media to take the conversations forward and take them to the Goa government so that they look at the policy level changes. And Goa government has been doing wonderful work. They have already announced a lot of initiatives. The chief minister recently announced his plans in terms of electric mobility. So this is just a step in the right direction.
What would be your message for on EV policy for the public?
So for the public, now the message is to start adoption. The awareness is being created. The range anxiety, because that is one of the biggest concern, the range anxiety for consumers. So once the EV infrastructure is in place, the range anxiety will also be tackled with.
Ma'am, EV okay, please. You are part of this. So do tell us about it.
So I am from Let Me Breathe, which is a climate storytelling platform where we bring community voices working in the climate action space. With EV OK Please, we are trying to look at electric mobility happening in India in several tier 2 and tier 3 cities of India. What are the challenges that are existing, the opportunities, the solutions, how electric mobility adoption is happening.
Ma'am, your name?
Smita Verma, Head of Editorial, Let Me Breathe.
Thank you, ma'am.